Look, Ana Rosa began to learn English when she was 10, and she's still learning. As a pupil, her first mark was 4 out of 10. She hated the language because she didn't like the teacher. Some years after, she realized that English was a good way to know the world. Now, she spends the whole week trying to get the children into the idea of English as a very good thing. Her pupils come from 70 different countries and a few minorities, and they are between 4 and 9 years old. Her aim is to get them into loving English while they are still young. She will present us her project on art through English, which she develops with 3rd grade students. Ana Rosa, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Okay, first of all, I'm going to explain that my school, although it's got a funny name, isn't a state school, Colegio Público. We are working with lots of immigrants and minorities. So some of my pupils arrive to school from other countries, from other languages, and I've got in a class about 7, 8 different languages as first language. English sometimes is the 4th, 5th, 6th language they are learning. Okay, so they come from different backgrounds. Most of them for them it's the first time at school. Some of them never been to a school before, not here, not in their countries. Okay, so I have to find something to engage them into the language. My first activity has been always make a portrait of yourself. We use only crayons, this was in September, and I realized that for them it was a good starter, because for every child of this age, themselves, I mean, myself is the main thing in the world, and from that point we can work into other themes, other questions. As you know, we don't have any. We have to take all the children in the English classes. We don't have refuerzo educativo as they got in Spanish or Basque. Okay, so they are all together, the class is full, and I have to do something to get all of them into the language. And I was doing something, a few things, and at the same time I was taking part in a project from the Berritzegune and the Art Museum. There are some people who is working with me, thanks for coming, trying to get the teaching of art through English, or the other way around, the English through art. We've been in this project, in this experience for 2 years, and this year the question was that I didn't thought as a project for my class. The project came to me. I was doing that. Someone told me, you are doing a project, did you realize? No, I didn't. So we are going to have a look at what I am doing, what I am doing in my classes. We are going to watch a video, and then I'll explain the bits that are left out of the video. And finally, I'm going to show you a 2 minutes video with the children's productions, and that's all. Okay, I think I can begin with this. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yes. Don't worry about the sound. It has no sound, actually. This is the This is the portfolio. At the beginning of the year, we prepare a folder, portfolio, to keep all the works they are going to do through the year. So it's very, very personal election. I didn't have anything to do with it, apart from giving them the materials. We were working with crayons, and they realized they did need something more. So we began with tempera, and as soon as we began, they asked for color carne, teacher. I hate that expression. And we were talking, what is flesh color? How do you get the color from the yellow, blue, and red? We were experimenting with, this is made with food coloring, the one you get in the supermarkets, and just plain water. Now, after getting all the colors, we go through the temperas. They fabricate, they made all these different colors. And we were looking at the color theory again. This part was very, very slow, really. As you can see, they got very different skin colors. So we were working about themselves. All skin colors are beautiful. I like your skin. They were looking at the mirror to realize how they look.
I wandered around and finally found somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you.
Here we were learning how to make a face with a sign from reading just 2 lines, and in the middle you have to get the eyes because we got the eyes in the middle, not up.
But they wouldn't do. Oh, nobody else gave me a thrill.
There is a video in YouTube called How to Draw a Face, very clear.
Wonderful you had to be.
And this is the final project. I mean, in this part, the children realized they were doing something as a whole, taking the activities we've been doing because we got a test book. In the test book, there are some compositions about themselves, so we were trying to match all of this. So they describe themselves in 2 ways.
Might never be me. Might never be cross or try to be boss, but they wouldn't do. Oh, nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you. Wonderful you. Yeah.
This is the self-evaluation. I gave them a paper so they have only to circle. And this another kind of self-evaluation about the process. So what I did at the end, what I am getting now. How do we get from this to that? Not finished. We have to work with this until the end of the course, until June. Sometimes they put in the portfolio another pictures they are doing in another subject. It's open. Okay. So I was telling you, I am doing this with 2 groups. They are 8, 9, 10 years old because they belong to 3rd grade. I think that only 2 of them have been with us from preescolar. Most of them have been coming in 1st, 2nd and 3rd grade. We've got all kinds of language as first language, even Japanese, Guarani. Sorry, what is this? Tut tut. Okay. I think I am laughing. I always got problems with this. That's the point. We weren't working with projects. We are doing projects as a part of a subject. In this subject, we got 2 days with the book, the videos, the recordings, the classical thing. In this in this book, there is always, I think in all books, there is always a composition at the end of the class telling things about what have they learned. Animals, my favorite animal is a cat. Good. So we were doing through the course about 6 compositions telling things mostly about themselves. And they were doing like, yes, we have to do it, we do it. They were keeping that in the classical notebook. And when we were working like this, you have to tell something about yourself. How do you can do that in English? They say, I can't, really. I said, look at your notebooks. What have you done? September. My name is, I am 8 years old. I came from Pakistan. Okay, good. March. My favorite sport is football. I like Leo Messi. Yeah, good. So if you are all those things, you get a good composition as long as this. When they realized that, they came from the, I think it's about 4 lines. Yeah, something like this only. 2, something like, let me see. 8 lines, even 12 lines, and all by themselves. At the end of the project, they were working by themselves. I was only patrolling the class. Some of them were working on the written portrait because it was the most difficult part from them. Some of them were working on colors and remade the portfolio. Some of them were working in the portrait, redoing it, painting the eyes, painting everything. So this week has been a mess, but they got a lot of autonomy, and I think it's the most important thing they have learned this year. Not my English, not grammar. And this is all I want to show you. Yeah, I'm very well out of time. I got another video. This is the final project for them. I mean, this is what the children do. We got still a month more to polish it, and we are going to present those 2 videos in the Festival Escolar de Fin de Curso. Because I think it's, sometimes they ask us, to the English teachers, enséñales una canción para que canten en el festival. Yeah. Una pequeña obrita de teatro. Yeah, good. Well, and sometimes I said, ¿de dónde saco el tiempo? But I realized that we've been working all the year here. So we can show what we did, what the children made, much better than the typical play or the typical song. And they are going, I think they are going to be interested. I think it's a way to project this out of my small class, okay? And this is the children's activity. This got sound, I hope it's working. I'm very bad at this, about this.
Eyes.
Can you hear something? Sorry.
Eyes. I've got black long hair. I'm wearing blue jeans and purple jackets. My favorite sport is football. I'm skating. My favorite animal is a crocodile. It's clean and big. My name is Fuad. I am 9. I'm from Spain. I got brown eyes. I got black hair. My favorite sport is football. I'm wearing black and white jacket, blue jeans
I want to comment about these examples. Some of my pupils are from Necesidades Educativas Especiales, so they don't work in the class in Spanish or Basque or mathematics. But in English, we are all together. And the funny thing is you never know, if you see the portfolios, you never know who is a slow learner, who is fast learner, who has been for 5 years with us, who's been just from September. And that's a very good thing because it's been a way to introduce new pupils. We had a new one last week into the classroom, into the language. They are very quick because some of them are multilingual to get the grammar, not in the traditional way, but one of the compositions said, I'm 8 years old. She wrote that, and at the end she said, I am only 8 years old. And I let it be, it was good. And the last one said, the model was, my favorite animal is a cat.